this is taking the concept up another level, where we're essentially doing the same thing, but we're going to try and learn a kind of temporal sense of safety. So say you're going to hit me here. Okay. A lot of people's instinct,
one-handed, two-handed, doesn't matter.
Whatever, you're just going to hit me here. Right, so. A lot of people's instinct is to do something like this, or maybe they're going to try and move past to do something like this. Yeah. And these are breaking up multiple movements in your head. There's like a registry, there's a bait or like a threat, there's a movement, there's lots this, that, and the other. There's loads of phases, and you have to calculate this. Yeah. But instead, if you just take that concept of, you know, there is a danger area, and I walk in and I just want to do this strike, I can make it look however I want. I know that, so if I walk in, I just want you to hit me when you can. Okay. I know like that's when you're going to hit me. I don't aim to be there in a way that I get caught like comfortably. Right. I go, I'm going to move through it. So as I cut your throat or I cut your hit, your strike, or feign your strike and then move past it, I'm really trying my best not to use my weapon. Right, interesting. I'm trying my best not. If I have to use my weapon, it means I fucked up. My weapon is my first redundancy. I love how alien that feels, and again, this opportunity to like learn almost like a completely different skill set. Yeah, it's fantastic. So and then you can take it from like really basic. You could say, okay, I'm just going to do this slowly, and I want you to hit me wherever you can, and I'm just going to like move fairly like comfortably. I might slow down. I might. And I'm just going to get really comfortable staying on, sorry, my bad. Yeah. It's all right. Yeah. Staying on this edge. And then I say, can I hold my hand still and do the same thing? This kind of thing. Yeah. Where it's like, I'm really trying to keep this more or less stationary as I do whatever I want to do. And this is why sometimes when I see drills in HEMA where I'm like, oh, I recognize this position. I think you're doing it like how we do it. But then you're doing it more like this, whereas this would be, I'm moving and then I've hit, but I'm not really extending the weapon until I'm more or less touching you. Interesting. Because then I can get here, and my teacher would really press this. He would always say there's a difference between a cut and like a push cut, in that if I'm running and I cut you, you still got momentum, and even if you don't kill me, you'll kill 3 of my friends. Yeah. What I really want is to be like hit, punch you back as hard as I can, and cut as you're falling away. And that allows me to get my weapon back. Because if I, just kind of whack it in and it goes in, I'm stuck. If I just hit and keep going, if I really try and get to that position where I can rush you, push you out the way, and then cut you as you're falling, now you're a problem for all your friends. And this is why, like, you can see how striking gets less and less and less important, and why the evolution can end up in similar places, but the heuristics in your mind are different. The heuristics are very, very different. The pure sort of mental strategy, the goal, the mental goal. The goal is like very, very... Not that it can't be married with what we are typically thinking about, but it just expands. It expands. And it's, as I say, like I was talking about it a bit earlier, people pick this up really, really quickly. Humans are just naturally quite good with timing. So the learning curve is nice and shallow for this, actually. It's very shallow, and as I say, safety, it immediately like just links your idea of safety to temporal space. And this is why I say it's the difference between like tempo and temporal. Temporal, temporal is like there is a time in space that I am in danger, not there is a space or there is a tempo in which I'm in danger. Which is close, but slightly different. Very cool. Okay, so that leads me to another thing that I want to actually start sharing, some things that we see in like say the German tradition or the HEMA traditions in general. So we'll cut to that next. Oh, cool.